It's your boy Erick Henighan, you know what I mean? I'm here with the three-headed monster that created the web series Wife of Sneakerhead. We wanted to kind of sit down and let the people know how we came up with the project, put it together, give a little background. So I'm sure a lot of people are curious, just first and foremost, what's a sneakerhead? It's pretty much, think of a crackhead, but addicted to sneakers instead. So that's me. I know y'all like this stack right here. Some of y'all like, damn, look at all them sneaks. Sneakerhead's like, that ain't a lot. Most of my sneakers in the basement. So either way, we're here with the team. Robert Bell III, my beautiful wife, Briana Michelle Cannon, and I guess the interviewer and me just wants to, you know, lead things off. So I'll just start by saying the idea came about. I was reading Peter Thiel's 0 to 1, which is a book about unique concepts and things like that. And I was thinking, well, you know, I think unique concepts are the best. The world is always better the more unique things and creative things each person can bring to it. So with that, I was watching some things on the internet. I said, I can maybe put together this show about sneakers and a sneaker addict, because there's literally nothing at all on the web or the internet that has that. So from there, I said, all right, I need writers. You know, I'm a firm believer in just having a strong team, you staying in your lane. So I said, I know a great writer who I live with. But the funny thing about it is, you know, I think I was talking with Rob. I was like, she never thought this was funny. So I don't know if she's going to want to be on board. So I thought, let me get Rob. You know, Rob had just graduated from a prestigious school for screenwriting, and I said if I can get him on board, I can definitely leverage that and get the home run hitter on board. And that's what I did. He actually came over to help her with a play that we was talking about, right?
We was talking about that earlier.
Yeah. So you go ahead. You was telling me I couldn't even remember. So
yeah, I mean, I just came back. I was coming back from LA, coming back from film school, and like I was telling you earlier, thinking maybe was I making the wrong decision? You know what I mean? Just leaving Hollywood, or what people
and I
thought.
told you to stay.
Whatever.
You didn't.
A lot of people told me to stay, but for whatever circumstances, I came back, and Eve was one of the first people that I came to visit because he wanted me to look at your play to repass and to see if we could maybe turn it into a screenplay. And I was always a big fan of the repass. I remember my mom loving it. And I was just trying to stay creative. So we came over and we talked about that, but I stayed a little after. We came in here, you showed me another video online about, it was a skit about somebody waiting in line to get sneakers or something.
Yeah, but it was such a small part.
But but you was like, nah, like people, you know, they didn't go into it enough. Like, I want to do something real. I want to do something, you know, like this, but better. And I just remember thinking, well, if anybody can do it, he's the guy that can do it. You know what I mean? So, I was down for a lot of reasons. For one, it was definitely knowing that I would be able to write with Briana. I thought that was going to be something real cool. To work with a playwright, to write with a woman, because honestly, you know, men think they can write for women, but it's not as easy, you know, as writing, you know, crossing races as it is gender all the time. So to get that, to know it was going to be that authentic perspective from, you know, her side, my side, and then the authenticity of E Money, and knowing that, you know, he had the connections in the internet space, I just knew it was going to be, I knew it was going to be worthwhile or awesome from the beginning, but I didn't know, like, the scale of it. I thought it was going to be something short and sweet and compact and, like, maybe, you know, 2-3 minute skits, but, like...
Me too.
The fact that we really made it a show is just awesome to me.
I remember it was just all about time, and really everything was the right time, because I had just finished doing like this weekend writers retreat in New York, and everything was like really fresh in my brain about just the idea of getting back to writing if you're going to be a writer, that's what you have to do, is sit down and write every day. So when he was telling me that you were coming back from LA, and I thought, I don't even remember if you suggested it or how it went about you coming over, I think, to look at the play, because, well, as y'all know, The Repass, I wrote that, I don't know, maybe 6 years ago or something at this point. And I mean, the play, it got a lot of critical praise, and you know, people loved it who came to see it, but it just sat after that, and it's always been in my heart to turn it into a film, as y'all know. But I was running into this rough patch with making it into film from, you know, being for the stage. So, you know, you came over, we were sitting down talking about that, and then, you know, you presented this idea about the idea of making it a sitcom or like an internet comedy for Sneakerhead. So, truth be told, yes, I did not find it funny, you know, when this whole sneaker thing has been going on in real life over the many years of our relationship, of course. But your passion for sneakers, for number one, like you said, if anybody's going to do it, like, you would be the one behind doing it, because it's always just been like a real authentic passion with sneakers, especially, you know, with your lifestyle. So after you presented that, not only being passionate about sneakers, but being passionate about the idea itself, and then knowing that Rob was going to be on board, and I've read Rob's scripts before, and I admire him as a writer as well. So just that whole conversation, it just felt like a no-brainer. That first conversation was like, okay, I want to try to do this. And honestly, that was my first time sitting back down to write something, and having a writing partner, it made it a lot of an easy transition for me, because like areas where I'm weak, I was able to lean on him. I'm not a typist by any, you know, but Rob can type pretty fast. I'm like, all right, we talking about our ideas, and Rob is just like typing them up. It's like, damn, we wrote the whole first episode script already? Okay, so, I mean, that's pretty much how I remember it. We basically said, okay, you want to come over on this night, we're going to sit down and script it out. Well, you came up with bullet
Yeah, I was going to say, I want to like
episodes.
backtrack a little bit, or start there. Like, let me start with you. So as you started to see like the list that I put together of like, or just the outline, and I'm like, all right, this is ideas I'm thinking. Were you like, oh yeah, I remember these concepts.
Yeah, definitely, because I mean, there are just so many different things, from the waiting in line. I remember, you know, so many Saturday mornings you would have to get up early. You would come back with a story of somebody that you met in the line, and people that you actually wound up becoming like good friends with and stuff like that. Just so many different things came to mind. I was like, okay, I see where we can build from just a topic and going into creating an actual story around these topics, because I have been hearing you tell actual stories surrounding it for so many years, coming back home after buying sneakers. So it was natural.
So what were you like thinking as you were going through the list?
When I read the list, I think that was the first time that I realized, not the first time I realized, but the first time I thought, this is more than just internet videos. This is like, this could be like a show. You know what I mean? So as I was looking through them, it was just like, all right, like they all had conflict in them, and they was all funny, but like, for me, I was looking for the ones where I didn't have to overthink it, because I'm coming to it from a perspective where I'm not a sneakerhead.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So when I look at one line and I laugh, all right, that's an episode.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking when I was watching it. I mean, reading the list.
Okay. Well, we're definitely gonna break down the episodes a little bit more, but we wanna kind of wrap up this intro. And the one thing we want to leave everybody with that we really think is important is, this came from a space where before any and everything, I wanted to do something with my family. I thought there was a project that I can incorporate my wife, I can incorporate my daughter, I can incorporate Rob. He's like family, and then Rob, he brought on his dad, and it became something beautiful. I think everybody has their idea of the American dream, which is awesome, but mine just revolves around me doing amazing, beautiful things with my family, whether it be business, traveling, just living everyday life. So with that said, I do want to introduce somebody, because I want to get her take on it. I will be introducing my daughter, Erick Henighan. So, this is my beautiful daughter, Erick Henighan. So we've been in here talking about the web series and kind of listening. We want to get your perspective on, when you first heard about the idea and when we asked you to be in it, what were you thinking?
Well, when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, okay, that's hot, that's cool. And then when I was told that I could be in it, I was like, okay, that is hot. So I got the idea that like this could be great. This could be awesome.
Okay.
And who do you play?
Go ahead.
Well, I play Malia in the web series, Earl's daughter.
The daughter of a sneakerhead.
Yes.
So you have real life experience
Yes.
too.
Was there anything you learned from the process? And if not, cool. But you got to watch us film. You got a script.
What I learned from the process, I learned like how an actor works. Like, it's not as easy as it looks on TV. It's not just, oh, they just say this line, say this line. It's like, no, you have to take takes and takes and takes and takes to get it perfect. So I learned that this is like the experience of being in a film.
How was it having Daddy in the actual scene?
Well, it was like someone else is playing my dad, but my dad is still in it.
Right.
Like when he said, "What up, E Money?" You're E Money though.
Well, we're going to be doing a little breakdown of each episode. So after you guys finish watching Wife of a Sneakerhead, you can also get a better idea, get a little more in-depth look of what each concept, where each concept came from, and where these amazing writers was taking, where they were taking you on this journey.
Definitely.
So we thank you guys. Signing out. Not just Wife of a Sneakerhead cast, but the family of a Sneakerhead.
Family, yep.
Yup.
Signing out.